Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. And it's time for NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Now a chance to check out tonight's starting lineups. And it's the Hawks to start out. Here is Korver. Outside Wilkins. Smooth as silk on the finger roll.
Not trying to rattle any rims or racks there. Just up and in with the finger roll.
Drexler right side. Pass to Kersey. Lillard outside. Shot clock at 6. Drexler outside. The 3, and he gets the bucket.
You know what, guys? He can really light it up from the perimeter at times.
Here's Hudson.
I was able to talk with Mike Budenholzer for just a moment.
First quarter of play, 1 minute played. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
Kicks it out to Lillard. Back to Drexler. Pass to Kersey. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that.
That's just run-of-the-mill for him. A typical day at the office. He's one of the more skilled offensive players out there.
Here is Korver, and here is Wilkins. Fires from deep. No good from Hudson.
Well, the defense recognized how dangerous he is out there and got right up on him. Didn't give him any space.
Drexler outside. Lillard outside. And it's Drexler missing. Here's Hudson. Pass to Mutombo. Here's Hudson. Here's Hudson. Outside Wilkins. Here is Korver. Hits it from three-point range.
That is not enough coverage. Got to do better than that defensively. Basically no coverage. I mean, defense did not look very good there.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Now, here's Lillard. Here's Drexler. And the 3 off target. Here's Hudson. Here is Korver. Pass to Hudson. And here is Wilkins. Beyond the arc. And that's collected by Bill Walton.
Kevin, I didn't like that defensive effort at all, but they're lucky he missed it.
Tries to keep it alive. And the layup's good off the glass.
I'll tell you what, the defenders didn't even get a sniff of him on that move to the hoop.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Head it. Head it. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Pass to Aldridge. Now Drexler. Here is Kersey. Back to Drexler. Now Lillard. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Out of bounds, Atlanta takes possession.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
Here's Atlanta. Here's Hudson. Korver. The kick out to Wilkins. Here is Korver. Back to Wilkins. 6 to shoot. Another shot, and it's good on the way in. And so here's Portland. Trailing by 2. Drexler outside. Here is Kersey. Pass to Lillard. Lillard right side. And the Trailblazers getting another bucket right there. Here's Hudson. Here is Korver. Here's Hudson. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Korver. They grabbed their own miss. Here's Mutombo. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And the first one at the line is good. And so Mutombo nails both of them. Portland trailing here. Now, here's Lillard. Three-pointer. Atlanta with the rebound. Here is Korver. Here's the screen. Walton with the steal. Drexler up top. It's stolen by Mutombo. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Now Drexler. Shoots in deep. Uses the glass that time, and it's good. He has 5.
Well, he doesn't waste too many of those chances close to the basket.
Time call here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. The Hawks leading. Here is Korver. Right side Wilkins. Pass to Hudson. Back to Wilkins. Here's Hudson. Just 5 on the clock. Outside Wilkins. Lets it go with the 3. And that's collected by Bill Walton. Now Drexler. He has 5. A finger roll finish at the bucket. He has 7.
Really hard to find fault with anything he's doing this quarter, at least at the offensive end.
Back to Wilkins. Covered by Kersey. Knocks it loose. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line. And the Trailblazers making a change here. And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here. That free throw good from Kersey. The Hawks trailing. Here's Hudson. Pass to Wilkins. Right side Wilkins. That's good from 17 feet away. 6 points for him.
Whatever their plan was defensively that time, it didn't work. Not if it results in that shot.
Here is Kersey. Out of bounds, Atlanta will take possession.
Man, I don't know what happened right there. He just basically walked out of bounds.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Teague with the ball. Outside Millsap. Shot from the low block. And here's Porter. Pass to McCollum. Nails the wide open jump shot.
Beautiful feed off the bounce to his teammate there. Nicely done.
Here's Teague. Back to Millsap. Right side Millsap. And he gets it to go. Portland leading. McCollum with the ball. Sabonis lays it up and banks it in. Now here's Teague. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. There's a good screen. Back to Horford. Pass to Smith. 5 to shoot. There's the triple. That's good. And that ties it up. Now Porter. McCollum with the ball. Now Porter. Now McCollum. Clock at 6. Sabonis, and he banks in the layup.
Well, I tell you what, I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders. They're not getting the job done.
Back to Horford. Knocked away. McCollum with the ball. Near the step back. Again, the Trailblazers good for 2. Now Teague. Pass to Horford. And that one is stuffed right through. Now a timeout called by Portland. Now here's Porter. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Pass to McCollum. 6 on the shot clock. And the shot no good, a bit short.
No breathing room at all to take that shot.
Here's Teague. There's the double team with Randolph. Teague with the ball. Here's Millsap. And that comes off the assist by Jeff Teague.
The defender a little hesitant to offer resistance as he bursts to the hoop.
Here comes Porter. Pass to McCollum. There's the pick. Plenty of space. That's good.
That was an outstanding pick that gave him the room to bury the jump shot. Underrated, but not undervalued.
Outside Teague. Out to Smith. From deep. Randolph grabs the board. And here's Porter. Back to Randolph. And that one's good. Here's Teague. Smith outside. Here's Porter. Cannot hit. And so the first quarter is in the books. It's the Trailblazers. We'll get right. Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. What stands out to you guys from the Trailblazers so far in this one? And it's the Trailblazers with the ball. They lead by 4. Ryder. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
Defensive foul.
Hawks on D. Strickland. No good. Stolen. Clock at 6. Ryder. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Maravich with it. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful. And Portland has possession. 4-point game. Soft touch off the glass. Here's Atlanta. Now here's Rivers. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Willis battles through traffic and lays it in. Ryder. And the Trailblazers making a change here. Pass to Walton. They get a hand on it. 6 to shoot. Hit it. The kick out to Wilkins. Hit it. Hit it. The dive for the ball. And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession. Portland leading. About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. Poke loose. Just 5 to shoot. Strickland drops it in from 14 feet away. Now Maravich. Pass to Rivers. Out in his own on the break. Jumps up. Rips down the breakaway slam.
And another thing about his game that's really noticeable is how well he handles defensive pressure when he's getting his shot off. He's a very composed shooter.
Here's Wilkins using his post move to get the 2 points. He's got 8. Pass to Aldridge. And here is Walton. The finger roll finish at the bucket.
Guys, he's got the length to get to the rim, and when he gets there, you never see a clumsy or awkward finish out of him. Everything is smooth and fluid.
Outside Wilkins. Blanketed by the D, he fights to the rim for the layup.
You know, he's knocking down his shots today, but it hasn't really translated to the scoreboard yet.
Pass to Kersey. Shot clock at 6. Ryder. Shot misses. And the basket by Walton.
Very nice pickup of the offensive rebound. And once he gets his hands on it, you know it's going back up and back in.
And the Trailblazers making a change here. The Hawks trailing. Here is Korver. Pass to Hudson. All alone. And it's rebounded by Bill Walton.
Most of the time, that shot will go down. Or the defenders have to make sure they tag it.
Aldridge down low. And that one's good by Aldridge.
That's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle much more effectively.
Outside Wilkins. Pass to Mutombo. Here's Hudson. They set the pick. Leads him in there. Wilkins. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. He's got 12.
What a job he's doing here. I mean, his second quarter has been even better than his first. And that was pretty good.
And it's Drexler missing. And here's Atlanta. Trailing here by 8. Here is Korver. Pass to Hudson. Wilkins with the ball. Outside Wilkins. And that one's good.
I don't think you can say enough about the quarter he's having. Every one of his attempts has gone down.
And here's Drexler. He's got 7. There's the bucket. Good. Here is Korver. Outside Wilkins. Here is Korver. 6 on the shot clock. Goes up the baseline. In Atlanta again with the bucket. Lillard with it. Pass to Kersey. Back to Lillard. There's a screen. Smooth as silk on the finger roll. He has 6.
That's what they're hanging their hat on today, fellas. Hard-nosed, smash-mouth play down on the low block.
Here's Hudson. Here is Corver. Pass to Mutombo. That's good.
Room service delivery right there, fellas. Wonderful entry feed.
Now a timeout called by Portland. So it's Portland now. Now, here's Lillard. 6 points for him. Drexler left side. The jump hook. Rebounded by the Hawks.
That's a huge part of what they want to do defensively. Limit his easy chances inside.
Pass to Hudson. Here is Corver. 4 on the shot clock. The 10-footer. And the Hawks getting another basket right there.
8 of the last 10 points at that end of the court have been scored on very high percentage shots in the paint.
Now Aldridge backs him down, fades away and sinks the tough shot.
Boy, after having a tough time in the first, he's managed to turn it around nicely this quarter.
Here's Hudson. Back to Mutombo. Pass to Hudson. Makes the lead pass. And it's to Kembe with the jam. And it's the Trailblazers with the ball. They lead by 4. Drexler outside. Lillard outside. Here is Curson. Drexler outside. Lock at 6. 13 feet away. No good. Pass to Hudson. Mutombo with the ball. Here's Hudson. Shot from 6. And yes, sir, that one drops.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Drexler outside. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off. Here is Corver. He's got 5. Pass to Hudson. That's blocked. But they'll get another chance. Lillard, right side. Now Walton. Drexler outside. 6 to shoot. And he gets it to go. He's got 13.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Corver, good.
He is really having a good quarter, a strong quarter, an efficient quarter, doing a lot of positive things out there.
Now here's Drexler. He's got 13. Pass to Lillard. Back to Drexler. Five-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Here is Corver. Back to Wilkins. Pass to Hudson. And that's good for 2. He has 6. Drexler with it. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Here's Corver. And we're through the first half of basketball here, and what's been a good one. Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half. You look at Clyde Drexler. What a contribution so far. Walton. Back to Drexler. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. 17 points in the game. The Hawks trailing. Pass to Hudson. Here is Korver. Here's Hudson. Here's Hudson. Lock at 6. Now Wilkins. And blocked. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Here's Lillard. Pass to Drexler. Back to Lillard. Fires it up. Atlanta with the rebound.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
Outside Wilkins. Here's Hudson. 6 on the shot clock. The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful. He's got 8.
Brought back the finger roll. That's a nice finesse move to pull off with the defense all open.
And Drexler backs down. Pass to Walton. Here is Cursor. Here is Cursor. He's got 5. From deep three-point range, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
Time call here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. You look at Clyde. Got a piece of it. Pass to Wilkins. Here's Hudson. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Mutombo backs in. Shoots. A nice shot by Hudson. He's got 10.
Superb assist there. He played the role of the maestro on that one.
Here's Lillard. Here is Cursor. Back to Lillard. Clyde Drexler on the wing. Shot clock at 6. Banked in off the glass. 19 points in the game. Here's Hudson. 10 points for him. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Back to Wilkins. No luck. Here is Lillard. He has 6. Pass to Drexler. Now here's Walton. Here's Hudson. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Here is Korver. And they're moving it up. Here's Drexler. It's blocked. And it's out of bounds as the Portland Trail Blazers retain possession. Pass to Walton. Back to Drexler. Lillard outside. 6 to shoot. And the basket good. He's got 9.
And, you know, he is an extremely skilled player attacking off the dribble, too. I mean, he's got a great pull-up jumper as well, Steve.
Now here's Wilkins. Right side Wilkins. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Portland leading. Drexler with it. He's got 19. Pass to Aldridge. Defended by Wilkins. And the Trailblazers, another 3.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
Now Mutombo over Walton. And no good. Trying to use the glass. Now, here's Lillard. 9 points in the game so far. Pass to Kersey. 5 on the clock. Here's Aldridge. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. So Portland ends up going with the new group. Now Maravich. Here's Willis. Working on Randolph. Here's Willis. It's rebounded by Randolph.
All the defender had to do there was just stay close to him, and he did.
And here's McCollum. Pass to Porter. And here's McCollum. McCollum with the ball. 6 on the shot clock. It's stolen by Smith. Now here is Horford. Now here is Horford. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
Now here's Porter. Pass to Porter. And here's McCollum. Now Porter. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Randall. Tries yet again. Here's Teague. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones a long time without a basket.
They gotta find something, you're right. And he recovers it. Now, here is Maravich. Second shot opportunity, and that one's good. The Trailblazers on offense. They've led by as much as 10. And here's McCollum. Pass to Randolph. Left side, Randolph. McCollum, no good. Here's Horford. The Hawks trailing. Smith with it. Smith with it. Now here is Horford. And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession.
Boy, they couldn't hook up there on what's really a pretty basic pass.
And here are the Trailblazers now. Now McCollum. Pass to Porter. And he gets it to go. Here comes Jeff Teague. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Here's Horford. Willis. There's the block. Here's McCollum. And Willis pulls it down.
If he can improve on what's been a shaky day for him thus far, they could stretch this lead out.
Outside Teague. Pass to Willis. On the left block. Stolen by McCollum. And here's Porter. Randolph up top. Working on Horford. Vanderlei. Shot clock at 5. Vanderlei. They get it back. Pass to Randolph. Left side Randolph. Open jump shot off the mark. Here comes Maravich. Outside Teague. Back to Maravich. Off the left rim and out. And the shot is good. 5 points in the game.
He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
Now a timeout called by Portland. And the Trailblazers making a change here. Pass to Porter. Ryder. Nice shot by Randolph. And here's Maravich. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
Right side, Maravich. Stolen by McCollum. Pushing it up. Ahead. All sorts of time. Good. He hits the jump shot. He's got 6.
Well, I think he shot the ball well, guys, but I don't think he shot it enough. The more shots he gets from here on out, the more they'll stretch out this lead.
Here's Horford. And that one's good.
That's really the area where they'd like all of their shots to come from.
Portland leading. Now here's Porter. Ryder. Porter with it. Lock at 6. Al Horford with the rebound.
If they could end every possession with that shot, they'd be happy. 9 times out of 10, that's an easy layup for them.
Backing down. Fader on the way. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Ryder. Pass to McCollum. From deep. From beyond the arc and then some. 5 points in the game. Smith with it. From deep three-point range. The third quarter comes to a close. Trailblazers out in. The fourth quarter just moments away now as we welcome you back. Here is Maravich. Back to Mutombo. Pass to Rivers. 4 on the clock. And there's the rejection. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. The Trailblazers on offense. Strickland. Shot clock at 6. Sabonis. Right through the knee for the layup. Now Rivers. Back to Millsap. Right side Millsap. Nice fadeaway to get over the top.
One of the reasons they're behind is because we haven't seen enough of that. He needs to become a bigger part of the offense.
Pass to McCollum. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
They've stepped up their three-point shooting game in the second half. They're letting it fly out there with reckless abandon.
Here's Millsap. That falls. Nice feed that time from Pete Maravich.
And Steve, you know, he's also got a full arsenal of moves in the post. I mean, you can't believe how many tricks this guy has up his sleeves. He's full of them.
Strickland. Stolen by Rivers. And here they come. Puts the lead pass in front of him. Outside, Maravich. Here's Rivers. And it's rejected. Out to Smith. Shot clock at 2. And he's good on the 3-ball.
With the success they've been having from the three-point line since halftime, I bet you that scoreboard starts to look a lot different real soon.
Ryder. Strickland. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. They set the pick, and here's Rivers. Outside, Maravich. Smith outside. Smith right side. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand. Now McCollum. Strickland. The three-pointer is right on target. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Pass to Maravich. Maravich left side. Now here's Rivers. That's good.
4 of their last 5 makes came off of a high-quality shot inside.
Pass to Randolph. 6 to shoot. Ryder tips it. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
He never gives up on a missed shot. He feels like everyone is his, and that tip-in paid off for him.
Outside, Maravich. Here's Mutombo. Gives him the lead pass, and he gets it to go.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
To McCollum. They set the screen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And he uses the glass on the layup. The Hawks trailing. Outside, Maravich. Pass to Smith. Backs down. Maravich. Just 5 to shoot. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. So it's Portland now. Pass to McCollum. 6 on the shot clock. Strickland. This one for 3. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
The three-point shot has been a real weapon for them in the second half.
Now, here is Maravich. Smith. McCollum with the ball. From downtown, and there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Atlanta with the ball. 7-point differential. Now Mutombo. Pass to Hudson. And stolen by Lillard. Rebound by the Hawks.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
The Trailblazers on offense. Here is Korver. Outside Wilkins. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Hudson. And it's blocked. Here's the break. Here is Kersey. Pulls up. Dikembe Mutombo grabs the rebound. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. Pass to Hudson. Here is Korver. From past the arc. Shot's good.
A wide open 3. They need much better communication defensively.
Here's Lillard. Now Drexler. Back to Lillard. Kersey. And he gets the bucket. Here is Korver. Outside Wilkins. Here is Korver. Back to Wilkins. Clock at 6. Mutombo. Pass to Wilkins. Fires from the line. Count the bucket.
Boy, I tell you what, he's having one of those days where if he takes it, he makes it.
And here's Drexler. Boom! He jams it straight down. And the Hawks with possession here. Trailing here by 8. Time call here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. You look at Clyde.
Yes, guys, Mike Budenholzer has some words for his team.
Here's Hudson. Pass to Wilkins. Left side Wilkins. Just 5 on the clock. Left side Wilkins. Uses the glass to finish the layup. He's got 20. Now here's Drexler. Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. From the elbow. Again, the Trailblazers score.
He has really shot the ball extremely well, as you'd expect. Like we say, he's been making sweet string music all day long.
Pettit. Pettit. The teardrop falls in.
Guys, that time you went for the fancy finish for us there, man. That was sweet.
Lillard outside. To Kersey. 6 to shoot. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. It's the first net. And he is unable to get the second one.
Well, you know, that's one thing they've been doing extremely well. Corralling those counters. Good. Well, I like the way you orchestrated in tight that time, fellas.
Here's Drexler. Pass to Lillard. They set the pick. Back to Drexler. Lillard outside. Shoots it up. Kersey. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time. And the Hawks with possession here. A 7-point differential. Nails it! And now they trail by just 4.
Heads up play there, guys, on the assist and the finish.
Lillard outside. Drexler outside. Pass to Aldridge. Makes it off the glass.
That's how to orchestrate for your teammate. Terrific pass.
Atlanta calls timeout. Guys, what's your take? Outside Wilkins. Fires the 3. Yes! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3. Tipped away. Down low. Here's Mutombo. Good! And that shot brings them to within just 1. Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. And he commits the intentional foul. Good on the first, and that. And he hits both free throws here. So now
absolutely massive free throw. That'll force them into a three-point attempt.
time call here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. What's your take, guys? Back to Wilkins. Right side Wilkins. The three won't fall. And so the big win by